So, all right. So welcome again, everyone. I am Dikwa Dikpoju, and tonight we are starting a new series of how to become a profitable trader. Right. So this is the first session, and it's a free mentorship program. And my aim, my goal is to make you become a better trader, become a profitable trader by the grace of God, right? And I can promise you this, that I'm going to dedicate my time and my energy, my strength to trying my best to achieve this with you guys. Tonight we'll be talking about the Forex market, you and the money, right? I don't need to start the introductory phase of Forex market. This is Forex. No. I know you guys have gone through that. You've done a whole lot of stuff in Forex. You guys are not newbies, right? So we skip the introductory part, the Forex market, and then you, right? Now I want you to take a moment and examine yourself, right? This is one of the things I do. I don't know if you are with your pen and your jotter there. So let us quickly do a quick exercise, right? Let us quickly do a quick exercise. What I want you to do right now is to write something down, right? So I believe you've gotten your jotter and your pen now. So I want you guys to write where you are right now in Forex trading, right? Don't write on my board, please. Don't write on my board, please. Right. So I want you guys to write, get your pen and your jotter. I want you guys to write where you are right now in Forex trading. So let me give you an example. I am Dikwa Dikpoju, and currently this is what I'm facing in the market. These are the challenges I'm facing in the market, and this is the situation of things. And just write those things down, the challenges, everything you are facing in the market right now, write it down. And you know what I want you also to write? Write your expectation in the next 3 to 6 months. In the next 3 to 6 months. I didn't say in the next 1 week or 2 weeks or a month time. In the next 3 to 6 months, write your expectation. Because in the next 3 to 6 months, I believe, right, if you guys can incorporate and work hard, right, on everything that will be discussed here, right, you guys will become better traders. It does not take you long to see, right? You just need to see some things. You just need to see how things are done, and you need to understand and implement it, right? That's all that it takes. You need to understand it and be able to implement it. So I want you guys to write the challenges you are facing right now and where you would like to be in Forex trading. Robert Jones, right? You can actually hold on to, I'll finish the section, then you can ask the question, please. So if you are done, let me know you are done. If you are done, let me know you are done. Do this exercise, please, everybody, every 45 of you guys, each and every one of you guys, just try and do this exercise. I am Dikwa Dikpoju. This is what I'm facing in the market. This is where I want to be in the market in the next 6 months. Just do something like that. Robert, you can type your question in the chat box. If it's very important, type it in the chat box. All right, I'm waiting for more responses. Yeah, of course, you can use your phone. If you can't get a pen and paper, you have a notepad on your phone. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. So let us kickstart. I know a good number of you yeah, a good number of you guys didn't write it, but then let me just keep quiet. We will see ourselves very soon, right? So the Forex market, you and the money. Now, I'm not the kind of person that will tell you write the amount you want to make in the next 6 months. No, a lot of you guys are going to write based on greed. You are going to allow greed to get over you, and then you just write one big figures that you probably can achieve. You know you can achieve, but then one thing I can promise you is that there's a lot of money in this market, right? Some people call it blood money. Robert, I won't say it again. Please stop writing on my screen. Some people call it blood money. A friend of mine call it blood money. So, but then I wouldn't say blood money, but we have a lot of money in this market, right? So let us work together, right? Let us go back after we've worked together. Let us go back into the market and let us make good money together, right? One thing also I can promise you in this section is that 1 or 2 days we'll be having live trading section. You trade live with me and my team, and you see how we do these things, right? It's one of those things I can promise you. So let us get started. So before I do anything, before I say anything next, this thing is very important, and I want you guys to read it because it's going to save me a whole lot of trouble later on. So disclaimer, it is very important you guys go through this before we continue. So probably I should read it out for you. Any opinion, information, content shared are strictly for educational purposes and does not constitute investment advice. Please get that straight. The Dipo Adepoju team will not accept liability for any loss, sorry about that, should be loss or damage, including without limitation to any profit or loss, which may arise directly or indirectly from use or reliance on such information. Trading is not suitable for everyone, you should know that. So if you don't know what you are doing, trading Forex or crypto can cause you to completely lose all your money. Please ensure you fully understand the risks and carefully consider your financial situation and trading experiences before trading. So this is me telling you, I'm here to give you the best of advice, but I'm not here to make decisions for you, to take risks for you. It is all left to you, and you are responsible for whatsoever you do with the advices I'm going to be sharing on these mentorship sections, right? So having cleared that, let us move on. We have a lot to do today. Now, here is a popular statement in trading, right? Here is a popular statement in trading. It's nothing new, and the statement is, trading is 20% strategy and 80% risk and psychology. Do you agree to this? Let me know if you agree to this. Trading is 20% strategy and 80% risk and psychology. Do you agree to this? Okay. We have someone that said, I do not agree. I like this kind of person. Okay. Pam, I will unmute you now. I'll give you a moment to talk. Pam, please raise up your hand. Pam, please raise up your hand. You do not agree to that. So I want you to talk. Now, the reason why I wrote this thing down is because every day you come online, you go on Twitter, you go on WhatsApp, you go on TikTok, you see the statement almost every day. Trading is 20% strategy and 80% risk and psychology. So Pam does not agree. And I want Pam to talk before we move on. Right. Okay. Pam, I asked you to unmute yourself now, so you can unmute yourself and talk.
All right, boss. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, how are you doing today?
Good evening, everyone. Fine, sir. According to the statement to me, I believe strategy is 50% and the risk and psychology is 50%. Yeah, why do I say that? Because if you don't have a good strategy, even if you have good risk, you can take good risk, you have the good psychology, you will still end up blowing the account because your entry or your exit point might not be in correlation with the market movement. So
Okay.
that's my belief.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
So
totally
yeah, I believe
perspective.
it's strategy. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
totally
it.
get your perspective. All right. So you say 50% strategy because if without a good strategy, you don't know what you are doing. Now that's good. So because of Pam and because of everyone else that do not agree to that, he has a good point. Of course, everyone has a good point in forex trading. We all have a good point. So I'm not here to tell you that this statement is correct or not, but I'm here to show you what if it is correct and what if it is wrong. So I actually want us to, I don't want us to jump into things you've been so familiar with in forex. I want us to use reverse psychology to look at forex. Don't let us look at it the way we've been looking at it, right? So let us come on, who is this person drawing on my screen? Now still go bring your Twitter behavior, come Zoom, go help you now. All right, sorry. Okay, now please don't write on my screen, please. As I come on. Peter, if you don't want me to remove you, stop writing on my screen. All right, so as I was saying, I'm not here to tell you if this is right or wrong, but I want us to have an open mind to everything I will be telling you. They say trading is 20% strategy and 80% risks and psychology. Why? It is everything you know. In fact, majority of people here agree to this statement. Only a few do not agree. Now, I want you guys to print a scenario in your head. How long have you been trading? Right. And how many strategies have you learned in trading? Right. How many strategies have you learned in trading? Whoever is doing this should please stop. Can you still see my screen? Please, if you can still see my screen, let me know. All right, good. I'm trying to restrict people from me. All right. So now you've learned a whole lot of strategy. In fact, you've been trading all this while and you've been trying to perfect your strategy. And then the truth is that you are still not profitable. The question is, are you sure something is not wrong? You've been learning different methods. You've been trying to perfect the strategy you know, and you are still not profitable. Are you sure something is not wrong? So I want us all to look at this thing in the reverse case. Probably what you know from your strategy is enough to make you money. Probably. And probably you've not known some other things apart from strategy that can make you money. Probably. Okay, I'm coming from the point that I have traded a whole lot of strategies, right? Supply and demand, support and resistance. I've used different indicators. I've used retest, what do they call all this stuff? Trend line. I'm not saying these strategies do not work, right? I have used BTMM, but there is more to trading than just strategy, just trying to perfect strategy. And you've been trying to perfect your strategy, you've been learning different strategy, but yet you are not profitable. So today I want us to take the reverse of whatsoever we've been doing in trading, to take a reverse direction, and let us see how we can work together to make you become better. So trading, from this popular statement, is 20% strategy, 80% risk and psychology. But look at this. But this is your reality. Honestly, this is your reality. Because you believe trading is 20% strategy. You say trading is 20% strategy, 80% risk and psychology. But the truth is that you've only been pushing the 20%. You made your 20% the foundation of your 80% risk and psychology. So now look at this scenario. This is an ant trying to push a rock. Now I want to ask you a question. Is this normal? Won't this rock crush the ant? You can reply me in the chat box. Is this normal? If you think this is normal, it's not normal, right? How on earth will ants be pushing a rock up a cliff? This is not normal. This is not a normal scenario, right? So this is exactly what you've been doing. Now, this is what you've been doing. Let me use my marker and you will see what I'm trying to say. This is your strategy. And this is your risk and psychology. Do you see why you are always at a dead end in Forex? So you've been concentrating, using all your energy to push this strategy, right? To what? To push your risks and what? Your psychology. And that's the reason why you, regardless of everything you've been doing in Forex, nothing seems working, because you are pushing, using your strategy to push your risks and psychology. It does not work that way. This is not normal. You believed that 20% strategy, right, and 80% psychology, but the reverse is the scenario for you. The reverse is everything you've been doing. You've been taking your strategy 80% and your what? And your risk and psychology 20%. And that's the reason why you are always at a dead end in Forex. Now, get me right. I know you can't do well if you don't understand the strategy. These things I know. But I will explain to you very, very well. Now, what will happen to this ant? What will happen to you? You are always going to be crushed by the market. Always. Why? Because the truth is that your strategy is the least of the problem right here. Now, let me paint this scenario so you can understand me better. If you've read this book called Psychology of Money, right? And if you've taken time to listen to, okay, sorry for saying, sorry I said listen to, you've read, what was this popular guy, this popular traders books, remind me of the book. Is it Trading with an Edge or Trading with Edge? I can't remember the name. Mark Douglas books, yeah. And you've listened to Mark Douglas interview. In fact, a good number of us here have read Mark Douglas book. You will understand some perspective to this thing. I really want to picture the scenario in your mind very well. All this why you've been learning, jumping from one strategy to the other. You've been trying to perfect your strategy, but the market is always crushing you. Then there must be a problem. Now, let me take you from the engineering perspective. You made your foundation to be shallow, and you are trying to build a very beautiful skyscraper on a shallow foundation. You are always going to fail. Remember, there is a popular saying, the mind of a trader is his greatest asset. They didn't say the strategy of a trader is his greatest asset. They didn't say because I am an ICT trader, it is my greatest asset. No. It is the mind of a trader is his greatest asset. So now, we are trying to lay the foundational block for everything we will be discussing in this mentorship section. You see, I didn't jump into opening charts for you guys because no matter how much I tell you on charts, if we don't have this foundational we don't lay our foundation well, you will always have problem once we open our chart. So chart is the list of our problem right now. It is for us to understand where we are coming from and where we are going to. It's also to start changing our perspective to trading and start having a better view of trading. See, like I used to tell people, and I used to post it online, once you get trading right, you just need a few months or a few weeks or a few months to change your life completely. You don't need years. A few months to change your life completely, to change the way you reason, your income, the kind of money you spend, the kind of outing you go, everything completely, right? But you can't do it on a shallow foundation. Trust me, every profitable trader you see out there have been through the phase you are going through. But one thing changes in their life. It is not the strategy, get me right. It can never be the strategy that changes. It is the mind, the psychology, the application of risks, then the strategy. Now, look at these ants. You are trying your best to push and to push, to use your strategy to push and to push your psychology. But you've been failing all this while. Now, this time around, I don't want you to push because you are tired pushing. Now, I want you to get a cat. You know what a cat is? That stuff that wheel that horses pull, right? And if you've watched Korean movies now, or you've seen a whole lot of all these ancient movies, you understand that we have two horses, then there's a cat at their back, and then the horses pull the cat. That is the way I want you guys to see this thing now. Stop stressing yourself. It is until you have a better psychology before you can perfect your strategy. It is until you understand what risk is before you can make money from that strategy. Now, I will come back to Peter before I move to the next slide. Peter said something very important. You need to perfect your strategy and then 50-50. Well, it might be true. You might have a point, but the truth is that I once learned that a trader called Richard Dennis made over $400 million from trading with just 20% win rate. Richard Dennis is dead now, but he made over $400 million from trading with just 20% win rate. Are you telling me that strategy is 50%? Are you telling me that he perfected the strategy? No. I think there is more to trading than just strategy. I think trading carries a heavy weight than strategy. I think for a moment, if you stop looking into trading just all about strategy, and you start combating the foundational principles of trading, maybe in few weeks, in few months time, in a year time, you become one of the most profitable traders we've ever seen. So Richard Dennis did only 20% win rate and still made over $400 million from the market. I can bet you some people here make 70% win rate are still very, very much unprofitable. Sorry, are still very much unprofitable. Some people have a better win rate than their losses, but then they are still unprofitable. Then the question is, what exactly is happening? I can open my charts. Probably one of these days, I will open some of my histories, and I will let you guys see that we all caught losses in the market, but then we are still very, very much profitable. What is happening? What exactly is happening? It all starts with the psychology. Now, we've all ignored that part. You pay a mentor, they don't tell you about psychology. You pay you get a course, nobody tell you anything about psychology. You go on YouTube, everybody's talking about one strategy or the other. That is the way this thing has been working, and that is the reason why 95% of us are not profitable in the market. So for a moment in your life, in your trading journey, I want you to look at it the other way around. Just pause and ask yourself, am I even ready to make money from this market? Ask yourself, am I even very close to breakthrough? Because of course, with all the strategy you've been learning, you are not close to breakthrough. You know deep down you. So let us combat it from where we should combat it. And let us start looking at this thing the way we should start looking at this thing. Trading is more psychological than it can be of any other thing. That's the reason why when you cut a loss, you are very sad. And when you make a profit, you are very happy. You should know that there is something more to trading than just the strategy. It's not about the strategy. The strategy does not make you happy or sad. Right, so we want to stop pushing our life, our trading just like these ants. It's way too stressful. You win today, tomorrow you lose. Next tomorrow you blow your account. We want to stop that in our lives. Are you with me? Who is ready to change that tonight? Right? If you are ready to change that perspective, that way of life, let me see. I am ready. Okay, good. We have a lot of people saying I'm ready already. Good. Now, let's not think, we are not going to talk, I'm not here to teach you strategy for now. Strategy is still later thing, but I'm here to reprogram your mind, right? To show you risks that works, right? To show you things that works in the market apart from just strategy. Like I said, it is the least of our problem. If you enter buy and sell in the market, to keep entry, buy and sell, eventually, if you stick to one principle, you will become profitable in the market. That's just simple truth. So there is more to trading than just ICT, than SMC, than white cloth, or the white curve, than Elliott wave, than BTMM. Yeah, there's more to the market than these things. Now, let me tell you a quick story. I was also this strategy freak person. BTMM, I know BTMM hands down. But at a point in time with BTMM self, I was not profitable until I started reprogramming my mind to seeing things the way it should be. So let's move on to the next slide now. Okay, good. So now look at this. Look at what I have right here. Psychology, it is all about psychology. Psychology covers up everything in trading. Psychology to risks, then to strategy, right? Now, they say life is a risk. How do you know? You are not going to come out of it alive, right? So, since I know I'm not going to come out of life alive, then I need to implement strategy to make use of life. Get it right. I will come again. Technically, psychology says life is a risk. Now, how do I know life is a risk? Nobody, you, me, we are not going to come out of this life alive, right? So since I understand the risks involved, I want to put a very good strategy in place to make use of this life. This is how this thing works in trading also. You can't say strategy, then you start thinking about the risks, which we've been taught. They taught you that you have to know strategy, then you will know the risks to implement. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm trying to reprogram your head in this perspective. Life is a risk, right? Psychology says life is a risk. We all know life is a risk, right? Psychologically. But what is the risk in life? It is the fact that we are not going to come out of it alive. Now, when you know, when you accept, when you can manage the fact that you are not going to come out of it alive, you can then sit down and look at a strategy to make best use of life. It is as well as trading. You can't jump into strategy and start thinking about the psychology to use. That's the mistake you are making. And everybody, you go online and you start asking the question, how do I get a better psychology? And, you can't get a better psychology by asking, how do I get a better psychology? You start saying 1:5, 1:2. All of you post 1:5, 1:2. The question is, are you profitable? You don't watch ratio. So who gives a fuck? You're still not making money in the market with the 1:5 you are doing. We both know. So let us sit down and reprogram our head to the perspective that you've never seen before. Right. So let's move on. Right. So now, I love one thing one of my favorite traders says every time. He said, normal do not work in the market, right? You can't be normal and you trade Forex market. You can't be normal and you make money from Forex market. You can't be normal and you will be profitable in this Forex market. No. You are normal right now. That's the reason why you are not making money from Forex market. You are normal right now. That's the reason why you can't control your emotions. You are normal right now. That's the reason why you don't understand risks. You are normal right now. That's the reason why you are part of the 95% of unprofitable traders. So let us think about it. Normal. When you say normal people around the world, normal people around the world are average people. Normal people around the world are poor people. Normal people around the world are people that are not successful. Normal people around the world are people that are doing below standard. So normal does not work in this market. Normal is when everybody is talking about ICT, when everybody is talking about SMC, when everybody is fighting about strategy, when everybody is talking about going to YouTube and looking for the best strategy to use to make $1 million. Normal, that is normal. That is what 95% of everybody else in the market is doing. You can't be normal and be profitable in this market. No. You need to be abnormal. You need to think beyond normal. Don't let me say abnormal. You need to think beyond normal. You need to think the way other people that are not normal are thinking. You need to think the way the other 5 to 10% of profitable traders are thinking. That's the only way you can actually make it out of this market. So I'm challenging you tonight. The first thing you need to do is to reprogram the way you've been thinking, the way you've been seeing your strategy. There's no holy grail in the market. There's no way you can do and do and do and do and do and do. You can never have a perfect market. You can never have a perfect strategy. I need you to reprogram the way you think about risks. I need you to reprogram the way you think about the market. I need you to reprogram the way you think about money. Right? You can never be normal and say you want to be profitable in this market. Trader Tom is not a normal trader. You can search him out. He's one of my favorite traders on YouTube. In fact, he's one of my favorite traders all time. You cannot be normal and say you want to make money in this market. So normal does not work. And one thing I will be teaching you in this series is how not to be a normal trader. So I will be teaching you how not to be a normal trader. Seriously, one thing I can tell you is that I've been teaching this thing for a while. I've learned from my mistakes. I've been thinking one way at a point in time in my life as a normal trader. At a point in time in my life, I was struggling, but I can tell you I'm a comfortable trader right now. So I want to show you how you should start seeing yourself as not a normal trader. Because if you're a normal trader, you will never be profitable. So who wants to be a not normal trader? I don't want to say abnormal trader. Who does not want to be normal in this market, in this Forex journey? If you don't want to be normal, let me see. I don't want to be normal, like seriously, because normal does not work in this market. Normal has made me very, very unprofitable. Normal has made me very, very poor. All right, so I can see the energy. The energy is mad. So now, since I've promised you that I will be teaching you how not to be normal, I will start with risk management. So I will start teaching you from the risk perspective. So this is what we'll be talking about in the next few days or few weeks. We break down how risks work. We'll break down the psychology behind risks. I'm telling you, you don't know risk management yet, honestly speaking. I thought I knew risk management. I thought it was just about stop loss and a couple of RR. But with the stop loss, with tight stop loss, with big stop loss, with whatsoever RR, well, we are still very, very much unprofitable in the market. All right. So there's something, like I said, once you understand the risks about life, you will know the strategy to go ahead and live a profitable life. So let us start with risks. Now, we will talk about risks, how you can, if you are the conservative type of trader, sorry. So how you can be the conservative type of trader, right? And at the same time, you can be the aggressive type of trader without losing your initial deposits. Yeah, I'll be teaching you that. You don't need to risk unnecessarily. Either you are conservative type of trader or you are an aggressive type of trader. So I'll be teaching you both how people flip their account and you come online and you start abusing them. You do not understand risk management. I don't abuse people when I see them do $10 to $500. It is simply because you do not understand risk management. Seriously. Because there are two approaches to risk management. There are the kind of ones you understand that you even do not understand well, the conservative type, right? I will explain what it is all about, right? The conservative approach, I will explain what it's all about. And also, I will explain what the aggressive approach is also all about to you. How, if you're an aggressive person, how you can do your account, you can flip your account, you can do times 10 of your accounts in a day, times 20 of your account in a day, without you even risking everything you have in your trading capital. You just need to be exposed to this thing. You don't know it. That's the reason why you accuse people online. but I can promise you that I can expose you to it. Now, after we are done with this, we then look into the perspective of which risks suit your psychology, right? We then look into the perspective of which risks suit your psychology, right? And after we have done this, we look at how to apply that risk, right, into your strategy. We look at how to apply that risk into your strategy. Now, you should notice something. Take note of something. I never mentioned anything about strategy right from the beginning. I am even not starting with draw a line here. When market hit this particular point, you are going to start selling. No. Why? Because I know you know too much about strategy. So let me teach you what you don't know. So you will add it to what you know, and you will check first if you are doing better with it. Now, if you are not doing better with it, we will then come back and analyze what you know, which is your strategy, and we look into the strategy you can put in place. But let me tell you, one thing I'm quite sure of is what you know is enough in your strategy for now. Let us fix your risks and your psychology. And you go back into the market, and we will now see if truly your strategy is a problem or not. So for now, for the next few classes, I will be talking about risks and its management. Now, if you notice something, I didn't say risk management. I don't like saying risk management. I love to put it like this: risks and its management. So let me show you risks, how you can risk, how you can create a very, very good risk appetite, and how you can manage it. So are you with me? Are you really, really with me? Okay, good. Now, like I said, the meeting must not exceed 45 to 1 hour. And I think we are almost done with whatsoever we have right now. All right. I will give room for 1 or 2 questions